Hello there, and welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, the Star Wars collection. I began collecting Star Wars toys because I thought they were cool. Throughout the 80s and the 90s, children and even teenagers played with a large variety of toys that were available in stores. Unfortunately, Star Wars toys are now difficult to find. I don't know why, although I've heard a few rumors as to what could be causing the shortage. But I think Hasbro and Disney are really screwing up their chances of keeping Star Wars toys relevant in the market these days. They just don't seem to care about producing them enough to keep the store shelves filled. Or could I be wrong and there's just not enough demand anymore for it, which I think kind of went hand in hand with not producing enough to keep the toys on the shelves. So when I saw the new Mission Fleet series hit the store shelves last year, I had a glimmer of hope, maybe for the future. The toys were once again being marketed to kids and not just collectors. This is episode 37, the Mission Fleet series of figures and vehicles. Okay, before we begin, I just want to invite you to once again to like the video, to subscribe, because we're nearing that 200 mark of subscribers. So cool, I like that. Thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. And of course, share it with your friends if you think they would be interested in seeing something like this. This is one of the Star Wars Mission Fleet series. One of the first ones that actually caught my eye because Chewbacca is one of my favorite characters out of the Star Wars universe. And here we have Chewbacca along with a beachfront barrage assault vehicle. Basically, a little personal helicopter. As you can see, these are not the regular 3 3/4 inch figures or the 6 inch figures. These are the little, I think they're 2.5 inch figures or somewhere right around there. But I think they do a good job with them. They are articulated at the wrist, at the shoulder, and the legs can move, but there's no knee joints. And what do you expect for a little 2.5 inch figure? But one reason I kind of like these is because all of these came with some sort of vehicle with them. For example, Chewbacca has his little personal helicopter. Who else do we have? Well, next we have Ahsoka Tano, who comes equipped with an aquatic attack vehicle, which is basically like a jet ski that we use nowadays, only this one you stand on instead of sit down on. So kind of a cool little figure again. Same articulation with Ahsoka here as the other ones. She does come with a couple of lightsabers. And the vehicle is kind of neat. But there again, we've got a vehicle. There's more playtime available with these vehicles. Makes the playtime even more fun. Next, we have Boba Fett. And Boba Fett comes with a Capture in the Clouds, kind of a jetpack. So kind of cool. You can fly him all over the place as you're playing. Once again, I think it's a very nicely done figure considering the size. It comes with a rifle and, of course, the bigger jetpack or Capture in the Clouds attack mode type thing. So kind of a cool little thing there. Next, we have a Stormtrooper, or I should say Clone Trooper. This is from the Clone Wars period. So we have a Clone Trooper with an Arena Rescue. So this is again like another jetpack, a little bigger. Not quite as big as Boba Fett's, but still a cool little accessory to use with your figure. And it fits on their backs, kind of nice and neat. I like it. If I was a kid, I would have a lot of fun playing with something like that. Now, they basically took this figure, repainted it, and gave it a new name. Instead of Clone Trooper, we changed it to Shock Trooper because he's now red in color. Otherwise, I looked a bit at the figure itself. The figures are the same. The only difference is the paint job. Same with the little vehicle that it comes with, or the little air jetpack. Same thing, just painted red. So two versions of the same thing. So that takes care of the single little things like that size vehicles with just a jetpack. There is also a multi-pack that they came out with from the Mandalorian series. As you can see, it includes the Stormtrooper, the Mandalorian, the Child, Cara Dune, and IG-11. So it's a very nice set. The only vehicle with this one, of course, is the carrying pod for the Child, but still a very nice set. And probably one of the last things we're going to see with Cara Dune, seeing that they seem to be pulling out everything with Cara Dune off the shelves. So once again, I like this set. Nicely done figures. Same articulation with everything. So lots of little accessories there too with all the rifles and blasters and everything. Moving on, we're now going to get to the bigger vehicles. I would call these the mid-range vehicles. And we're going to start with Captain Rex. Captain Rex here comes with a clone combat two-legged vehicle, kind of like a ATST, although here they're calling it an ATRT. So there again, nice little figure. Nice packaging. I like the packaging of these, showing them in action mode type thing. But you can see on the back that it is actually a pretty nice vehicle. I'm almost tempted to open this one and actually see how well it stands. Not that it tips over all the time. But here again, I like the layout. I like the vehicles. And this one even shoots, I guess you could say, kind of like proton bursts or something. So a nice little thing to start with. And of course, this one is from the Clone Wars. What do we have next? Well, we have another one from the Clone Wars. And this time it is Obi-Wan Kenobi with a BARC speeder. There again, we've got a nice little figure. I'm amazed at how well the figures look, considering they're so small. They did put a little effort into these. And again, this speeder does shoot out a projectile. If you look at the back, it gives you a nice detail about the BARC speeder that it comes with. So yeah, kind of a neat little addition to the series there. Next, we are going to the Mandalorian now. And we're starting off with the Mandalorian and Child on his speeder bike. So once again, the speeder bike is capable of shooting. If we turn this around, you can see the back. You can see that we do have a nice bike. It does come with the pod for the Child and a nice figure of the Mandalorian with a couple nice accessories, including a jetpack for the Mandalorian. So that was one of the first ones I saw in this size figure and vehicle. And of course, I was big on the Mandalorian, so I had to have this one. Also on the Mandalorian, we've got a couple newer ones that just recently came out. We have IG-8 or IG-11 with the Child, and this time the Child is in the backpack or the little bag that IG-11 carried him in. Once again, we have a speeder bike, a little bit different. If we turn it around, a little different than what the Mandalorian speeder bike is. As you can see on the back here, you can see that there is different details on each one. One thing I don't like about this one that all the other ones had is we don't have a little window here to actually see what the figure looks like. So give it a notch down as far as the marketing goes for that one. I like to see the figure in the packaging. But anyway, moving on. The next one, which is also I think a newer one, we are back to the little window so we can see the figure again. This time we have a Scout Trooper with his speeder bike. And his speeder bike and IG-11 speeder bike, pretty much the same model, as you can see from the back here. Not too much difference there. The main thing with this one is, once again, you've got the Scout Trooper with the little pouch that he carried the Child in. Yeah, if you saw the TV series, you know which bike trooper this is, or Scout Trooper this is. He wasn't very friendly to the Child, let's put it that way. So there again, and the speeder bike also comes with a cannon that once again shoots a projectile. So that kind of finishes off that size. Well, it doesn't actually finish it off. There is one more of this size that I don't have yet. It is coming in the mail, but didn't get here in time for this video. And that one is Darth Maul. And from what I could tell in the pictures, and let's see, I think this is a picture from Amazon, you can see that it looks like Darth Maul comes equipped with the spider legs that we saw in the Clone Wars TV series when he was first discovered that he's still alive. So I think that'll be a nice addition to the Mission Fleet series here when I get it. Now we're going to move on to the bigger ones. We had the small ones, we had the medium-sized ones. Now we're getting to the big ones. We're getting to the bigger ships once again. This is all based on the 2.5-inch characters, but this time we are getting the ships. In this particular case, this one is from A New Hope. It has Luke Skywalker, and it comes with his X-Wing fighter. So there again, I think it's a nice job on the case. It does tell you what movie it's from or TV show or whatever on the side, just like all the other ones do. Side gives you a little bit about what the vehicle is capable of. We also have a little marketing on the top, and on the back they did kind of a nice job of showing what comes in the box. So with this particular one, we have the X-Wing fighter, of course, along with a couple nice accessories. And Luke Skywalker does come with both his blue lightsaber and a pistol. And this one again does shoot a projectile. So kind of nice. You can shoot the enemies with your projectile, or if you're one of the enemies, you can shoot the good guys with your projectile, because yes, there are more of these in the series. The next one comes to us from A New Hope also, and this one is Darth Vader and his TIE Advanced Fighter. So this one I am very tempted to open, just because if you look at the back here, yes, they did. It looks like they did a very nice job on the TIE Fighter. Of course, this is one of the iconic ships from that movie. And there again, it looks like it does come with a little cannon that shoots a projectile out. So I don't think the ship itself does, but the cannon does. And there we have the nice little figure of Darth Vader. Once again, considering it's such a small size, it's actually a really decent figure. Who else do we have? Well, we're going to move into a different series this time. We're going to Revenge of the Sith, or I should say a different movie. Revenge of the Sith, and of course, Revenge of the Sith, you've got the Jedi Starfighters, and this one happens to come with Anakin Skywalker. Once again, nice job on the ship, and just to make it more fun, it does come with its own cannon too, and that does shoot a projectile. And Anakin does come with a blue lightsaber. So once again, very nice. You know, I don't mind that we're getting the 2.5-inch figures, because it keeps the ships more affordable and everything for kids to play with and so forth. Plus, when you're a smaller kid, this ship is going to be a lot easier to play with size-wise than the big ships for the 3.5-inch action figures. So there we are. We have Anakin Skywalker with his starfighter. Now, if we've got Anakin with his starfighter, well, we really should have Obi-Wan with his starfighter also, shouldn't we? And Obi-Wan also comes with a cannon. I don't think I've ever seen Obi-Wan use a cannon anywhere in the movies or a TV series. He doesn't even like using blasters. There's such a uncivilized way of taking care of problems, you know. But here again, Obi-Wan does come with his lightsaber and a cannon and the nice ship. Now granted, this one happens to be from the Clone Wars, where this one with Anakin was from Revenge of the Sith. So I don't care. You got both of them. That's what we're looking for, right? That way we can have both of them flying around, working together, saving the Republic. Well, of course, if you're going to have those, you better have at least some bad guys. But unfortunately, I didn't see one from the Clone Wars or Revenge of the Sith. Maybe they're coming out yet. Maybe these things are going to be popular enough they're going to come out with more vehicles. But this one happens to be from The Rise of Skywalker. It features Kylo Ren with his TIE Whisper fighter. There again, nice little figure in the back. Got the window again. Just the one didn't seem to have the window. But if we move it around and look at the backside again, you can see a nice version of the vehicle along with a cannon again. The cannon seems to be the main accessory that they threw along with these. Why? I don't know. Probably because they're cheap. And besides, kids like blasting stuff. So there we go. We have the Star Wars Mission Fleet. These are all the ones I have in my collection. There is one more that I know that's out there that I don't own yet. And I do say yet. I'm hoping to get it at some point, but I don't see it in the stores anymore. I might have to go online and buy it. And that is the biggest one of the whole batch, the Millennium Falcon. Yes, they do have a Millennium Falcon in this series of Mission Fleet toys. It is a bigger one. As you can imagine, the Millennium Falcon is quite a bit bigger than here. It's probably going to be probably about that size. Comes with Han Solo, from what I've seen. And like I said, someday I hope to add that to the collection. Because now that I've got just about everything here, it'd be nice to have it all. But anyway, I don't. So maybe someday, hopefully not too far down the road, we'll be able to add the Millennium Falcon to the collection here. So that takes care of my Mission Fleet toy series. What do you think of the Mission Fleet? I like it. Granted, it's not something you're going to display like the Black Series or even the 3.5 inch. But you know, if a person did open these, at least you could get all these different ships on your shelves. Or if you're a kid, think of all the playtime you can have with these things. It would be awesome. But me, I'm a collector. I like the packaging. They're going to stay in the packaging. Although a couple of these, I'm almost tempted to go buy a second one just so I can open it. And, you know, maybe someday I'll decide, nah, I don't want to keep them in packages anymore and just start taking them out and opening things left and right. And I don't know. Like I said, I like packaging, especially when it's really well done. And I think the Mission Fleet is very well done as far as their packaging. So anyway, that brings us to the close of another show. What do you think of the Mission Fleet series? Do you like it? Or do you think it's a waste of time? Like I said, I like them. I think they're great for kids. And I hope they keep Star Wars relevant in the toy stores. Disney and Hasbro, please get your act together and get the toys out there for people to get. Quit trying to just appeal to the collectors. You've got to be losing money by not having it on the shelves. Don't you think? Well, that brings us to the end of the show. So once again, I would just like to invite you to like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about these. What is your favorite one? Do you collect them? Do you know of kids that play with them? Do they enjoy playing with them? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up with the new videos when they come out. And until next time, may the Force be with you and keep collecting.